So what we're going to do now, we're going to talk about squats, squat mechanics. Why are squats so popular now? We look at in social media, your realm, we see all these beautiful women with these really, really large and shapely backsides, and it's attractive. You know, at least now. You know how things trend in our culture. You know, really thin and out, like really curvy. So that's where we are. I hope we stay here because I consider myself big nut. I'm a big girl. You know what I'm saying? So I like that look. But anyway, let's talk about how to do the squat. The squat is a very technical exercise. People can do it many different ways. I've seen it done in many different ways. I continue to see it done in many different ways. But you got to ask yourself why you're squatting. All right? Squatting, again, is another compound exercise that will call upon various muscle groups, namely the core. All right? If you ever get under a bar and do barbell squats, you're not ever going to be able to push any real weight if your core is weak. All right? So you have to make sure you build that up. Okay? Another primary mover for the squat, obviously, if you don't mind, Angela, we can use your physique, is going to be the glutes. All right? The glutes, depending on your range of motion. So we'll talk about that. Squatting alone, excuse me, is not going to give you a huge ass. It will not. Squatting will not give you a huge ass.
You have to repeat that.
Yes, yes. So just understand, what proper squatting will do is give you really nice thighs. Okay? Now, ladies, I need you to understand. Anytime a man sees us, it's just the way we're kind of drawn to each other. I think it is like an animalistic thing. For men, when a woman looks at a man, we go here. Okay, we see a man. When we describe a man, we go, yeah, oh, he was fine. He was like this, you know.
Yeah.
We look at the shoulders. Men, when they see us, they're like the legs, like the butt, the legs, you know. That's what they're drawn to, okay? So some people in social media or pop culture, let me say that, pop culture, they have these huge badonkadunks, okay? But they're held up on stilts, okay? I won't call no name out, but Kim Kardashian. Okay?
I was going to say tiny.
Yeah, tiny is another great example. And I'm not knocking these folks, but, you know, earned versus given. Okay? So it almost looks very distorted. So if you want to have a very balanced physique and you want to...
It's almost like they could look really great and more natural if they squatted more. It's weird.
It's called hard work, but everybody's not going to do that.
I mean, they could have the fake butt.
Right, but squat.
And the squat.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But again, that's called hard work.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're going to talk about that right now. But let's go back. The primary moves, again, for the squat, you're going to get a lot of activation from the quads. Okay? This is the primary muscle when you squat. So when you see somebody with a nice quad spread, okay, and those really nice thick legs, they're probably squatting. Then again, if you see them with a higher glute med, they're probably, and a gluteus maximus down below, they're probably squatting. Okay? So that's what we're going to do right now. Before we do that, Angela, she's already warmed up.
Yeah.
She's nice and warm. Okay? Have a break for a few minutes. Now what we got to do is make sure our hips are open, because you cannot squat properly with tight hips. So one of the things that I like to do for that is I'll put one leg in front, slightly off to the side. Okay? And what I'm doing is moving my pelvis forward, sucking in my stomach, okay, always tight and firm, but I'm really opening up the adductors, okay, and some of the hip flexors, because you're going to need these when you squat, okay? So you're going to just go ahead and rotate. Angela's stretching.
Down here is important because I feel
yes,
it,
you feel it. She's stretching the front of her left hip. I'm stretching the front of my right hip, and we're just sitting here, rolling our hips, loosening them up.
Like girls do.
Okay, because a lot of people who can't squat properly, it's because their hips are tight. Easy fix with some work. Okay, now let's go ahead and move forward, and let's switch legs. Okay, and what you're going to do is, again, you're going to move that leg out just a bit. Okay, you're just going to roll them and really stretch those hip flexors. Now, think about it. When we sit at our desks all day, if you have desk jobs, like most of us tend to have, your hip flexors are shortened all day, okay? So they're not used to being stretched. We're stretching them now. And in order to squat, you have to stretch your hip flexors out. All right? Okay, Angela, let's come back up. All right. Another exercise that I like to do before I squat, naturally you can kind of, people think if you just stretch out the quads, that's great.
My
You can
balance
do
is
that.
not
If you can hold on to me or whatever. If you're balanced, you can always stretch the quads, but this just really helps the quads, you know. But again, to squat, you got to open up the hips. But since we're here, we'll just do it. Okay? Switch it. And it's important to stretch the quads for obvious reasons. Okay? Now, Angel, what we're going to do is get down on the floor. Okay? We're going to do, in yoga, they call this the half pigeon. Okay? So what we're going to do is put our left leg in front. Okay? Good, Angela. That right leg is back. Okay? And we're going to open up the outside of this hip. You should feel that stretch in there. Okay? Now, what I like to tell my clients, go ahead and take it to the left and get down.
Now feel it on the right.
Okay. Okay, let's bring it up. We'll take it to the middle. Okay, and we're going to take it to the right.
Oh, I pulled the muscle already.
Don't say
But it's
that.
not there. It's like
It's
here.
here?
That's
Okay.
from lack of workout.
Okay.
Working out and stretching.
Okay. All right, this is called the half pigeon. Okay, it opens up the butt. People who lift a lot of weights, people who do a lot of squatting, they tend to have very tight hips. And the yoga instructor can pick this stuff out. They can tell who's a squatter and who's not. We tend to have very tight hips. So what we're going to do is get on up. Before we switch legs, we're going to take the left leg, okay, and lean forward. Okay? And again, we can put that leg out to the side a little bit. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and bring it back. This stretches the hamstring. Really antagonistic muscle when it comes to squatting. Okay, we only really work the hams on the way up. Okay. Okay, let's bring it right back out one more time. In a proper squat, the knees have to track out as we descend. Okay, so this is giving our bodies practice for doing that. Some people try and squat and they keep their legs together. You know, for anybody that's ever had a kid, I'm like, open them legs. You've been there before. Okay, we're going to switch, and then we'll do the half pigeon.
Okay.
Okay. Good job. Okay, let's open it back out to the right a little bit. Move our foot just a little bit. Okay, now whole time, the tummy's tight, and we're really good. Like, our butt is like pushed in so that we can really feel the stretch on the adduction, the adductors. Okay, back. Okay, let's go stretch out the ham. And flexibility, you got to work on it. You can't just show up one day like, I'm going to grow an ass when you squat. It takes time.
Or that you're going to be able to squat.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The squat is a very technical exercise if you want to grow from it. If you want to go through the motions, you can do anything. Doesn't mean you're going to grow. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the half pigeon. Yep. Good, Angela. And you can roll to the side here. Just roll your hips. Okay. Okay, now Angela, we're going to go to the right and just lean it down. Now Angela wants to try and bring this hip to the floor. See if you can bring this in this direction. Okay, there you go. You feeling the right booty cheek, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and reach straight. Okay, now we're going to go to the left. Good. This is how you open up the hips. Okay, let's go ahead and get to our feet. Good job. Now, before we start doing the actual squat, we're going to do like a simulated squat. We're going to work on the descend part of the squat. Now, we want to go ahead and make sure that when we go down, we are on our heels. Okay? Now I'm going to be talking about footwear for the squat. I have a fresh pair of J's on that I got, so I don't squat in sneakers, like basketball sneakers. I don't squat in Air Maxes. I don't squat in cross trainers. I usually take my shoes off. Okay? Toss them to the side, and I'll tell you why. When you squat, again, if you want to derive the benefit, your feet have to be flat. Okay? Basketball sneakers especially, besides, with the exception being Chuck Taylors, I'll break that down because they are basketball sneakers of old, but basketball sneakers, Angela stays with a pair of J's on, running sneakers, they are meant to cushion, okay, to absorb shock. So when you're squatting, you're really kind of, you're taking away from the body's ability to push against the floor. Okay? So I pop my shoes off in the gym, I get underneath the bar and I go. Another aside, depending on someone's flexibility, you may have to put a plate or something elevated under the heel, and we'll talk about that for range of motion. Okay? But before we do that, what I'm going to do for Angela, I want to see Angela descend. I'm going to hold Angela. I'm going to stand in front of Angela. She's going to stand here. I'm going to stand in front of her, and I want Angela to descend down in squat form, opening her legs up into a sumo squat. Okay? I want to see her do that and hold it. So I'm going to hold her for support. Okay? Yep, legs are out, and those knees are tracking. Keep going. I want you to sit. Good job, Angela. Now push up through your heels. Good. Let's do it again. Shamar, you might want to come to the side. Okay. Come up. Good, Angela. Now, what I want you to think about is, when you're down, I want your torso to be high.
Okay.
You're going to stick your butt out. Okay, so none of this curling. Okay, and again, this is how you get the squat mechanics down. That chest is up, booty's out, those knees are to the side, and I want you to sit in it.
Okay.
Okay? So think about it. If I were to let go of your hands,
I was just thinking, how was I going to do that if she was
right. So this is what we work
Okay.
on. And again, this is how you squat for here.
Okay.
I see people in the gym all the time, and they got 300 pounds on, and they're doing this. Okay, and they have pencil legs. They never change. And if you want to increase, for the fellas especially, if you want to increase your bench press, you got to increase your squat gains, because that creates more strength overall. Okay? Yes. So I'm going to give her some support. I want you to get down. Don't forget, chest out. Right.
That's for balance.
Yeah. Good, Angel. Good. Go ahead. Let me see if you can sit in it.
I can't.
Okay. All right, come on up. Now I'm gonna do it. You're gonna hold me. All right.
Yeah, show people how to really do it.
But good job, Angela.
Okay.
This is something that I do just to tighten up my form. So again, my chest is out. I'm coming down. Okay. And that's what it is. You see how I'm sitting here?
Yeah.
And you can come back up, squeeze, come back down. And my toes are peeled up off of the floor because I'm pushing through my heels at all time. Another mistake of beginners or people who are not familiar with squat is they'll be like this. They'll come down, they'll be on their toes.
Yeah.
This will ruin your knees, okay? And you're not getting any engagement from the muscles that the squat is intended for, because you're here. So you're going to ruin your knees. And people are like, I can't squat, girl. My knees is bad. My knees is bad. And I understand that, okay? But if you work and you understand the mechanics of a squat, okay? Boom. Okay? Come up, squeeze.
And that's how you do it without any help.
Right. And this is what's keeping me up, keeping me down, and keeping me back up. So again, if you don't have the core strength, and we're going to discuss core exercises, I'm sure after one of our breaks, tons of exercises, planks, everybody loves the planks, okay? But that's what it's, and concentration, because on any given day I can go down and fall.
Yeah.
If I'm not focused. So hopefully that won't be tonight. Here. And this is called ass to grass. I'm really in the bucket, okay? You don't have to always squat like that. Sometimes we can just squat parallel and come back up. Okay, but it's important too that we're not doubling over. I see a lot of this. Okay, you want to sit in it like you're sitting in a chair and come back up. Okay, so let's work on it, Angela. All right. All right. I'll hold you. Come on down. Good.
Ask the grass.
You're gonna switch the camera.
Shamar's gonna
He's
squat.
gonna do, yeah, he's gonna squat.
Good. Stay on your heels. Good. Make sure those toes are pilled up. Yes, Angela. Good. Open those knees up. Yep. Excellent.
Legs up.
Yep. Good. Now, I want you, when you descend, don't curl.
Okay.
Poke it out. Poke it out.
Poke it out.
We're gonna get, okay.
Poke it
Okay. Better? Good.
down.
Good. I want you to get down and sit in. Now, I'm not going to let you go.
Sit
Sit, Angela, sit.
Sit on it.
Yeah! No, see, now you're going too much.
Alright. Switch the camera. Go do a squat. For your comments, you have to do one squat.
Why you want me to do the squats? My ass gonna be all out like
Ask the grass for you.
Let's go, Shamar.
I got core.
So Shamar's been watching. He's been paying attention.
Ask the grass.
Yep, he's got to pop the shoes
I gotta
off.
pop the shoes off. Now I've been working all day, so my feet funky. Don't be.
So, okay, I want to talk about you. I'm a gym rat. I'm used to it. Okay, so what he's going to do, when he goes down, those knees are going to track out, and he's going to sit, okay? But I would really feel better, Shamar, is if at least you did some high knees for like 10 seconds, because, you got to be warm. It is warm in here.
Knees up.
There you go. Yep,
Well
just
matched.
loosen it up. You do.
Big 9, big
Good.
Mars. Different bigs, but it's big.
Funny. All right, Shamar. We got to go through some... let's go for a range of motion and we'll see. Okay, so what you're going to do...
My pants.
I hear you.
I don't want to cut the cheese either.
I've seen, heard, smelled it all, Shamar. You can't do nothing. No, I ain't never.
My legs right?
Yep. Little more than shoulder width. You may want to poke your toes out. Bring them in just a little bit. Okay. Toes may need to go out. Go ahead and sit.
Out this way?
Yeah, whatever's comfortable for you. I can't. I've never seen you squat, so we'll have to say. Good. I need you back on those heels. Yes. Now come up. Good. Let's keep going.
Oh, that's easy.
Stay on the heels.
Poke the butt out.
Yep.
My
Now,
body-
I wanna
my
see you-
jeans only allow me to go so far.
There may be some mobility issue because of the jeans. Good. I want to see you really sit
As far as I go.
because of the jeans. That ain't bad. Good. Now come
Thighs
up by
on my
yourself.
ankle.
Yep. Come up by yourself. Nice.
Yay.
Let's do it. Very nice. Very nice. Good. We have 90 degrees here. He's on his heels. Good job. And he's coming up using those quads.
Mar ready for Big
He's
Nice
coming to
boot
boot
camp.
camp. That's
He's
it.
coming.
I don't know why he hasn't been yet. Good job, Shamar. Nice job. Thank you. And that is the squat. Now, there's a few other exercises we're going to discuss as well. In addition to the squat. Now, I would like everybody, I'm going to use Angela's anatomy to point out what I'm trying to convey here. So,
I'm going to use that anatomy too.
okay, again, how do I build a butt, build a booty? The squat is the squat and the walking lunge, okay? We're going to go ahead and do the walking lunge. I do this exercise quite often. It has changed my legs in many ways. For instance, when you do the walking lunge, we'll go to the side, I'm sorry. It's going to expand the thigh in ways that other exercises just fall short, okay? So your jeans, you're going to find it very difficult to fit in your jeans. It takes a lot of energy.
Oh wait, let me tell a story.
Yes.
About not fitting into your pants.
Yes.
Before I hooked up with Big Nice boot camp, and I was going to the gym, and I was doing really, really good with the weights and the leg weights, and then I stopped fitting into my pants, and then I stopped going.
Okay. Yes. That is one of the...
It scared. I was like, wait.
Yes. That's one of the
backwards.
downsides. I mean, it's not really a downside. Like in gym culture, it's just something you got to accept after a while. But
It's a mental thing. If
Yeah.
you're not.
what's going to happen when you start training, the waistline shrinks. Okay? All this goes in, and all this comes out. So it's very difficult to find jeans. That's why a lot of us gym rats, we're always in tights. It's not because we're like, oh, we look good in tights. No, nothing else fits or fits comfortably. Okay, so the quad sweep is going to grow. It's going to expand, which is beautiful, and that's why most bodybuilders, most fitness people, they look better with like with you know with little amount of clothes on as they look better with little clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, with a lot of clothes, I look bulky. I look like Alice the Goo. But when I wear tights and little mini dresses, I think I look very flattering, okay? But that's why, because the silhouette changes with more clothes. So anyway, this is going to grow, all right? The waistline shrinks, the quads grow, and that creates this for women, okay? So it is in everyone's best interest if you're looking for a certain physique. Get that coat
Is that
box.
Prince? 1 second.
Okay, Prince is playing.
Prince is playing.
Okay, so that's what that is. One of the exercises next to the squat is the walking lunge. These are probably two of my favorite
You
compound
want some more time?
exercises, yes. Thank you, Angela. Compound exercises, and I will demonstrate that. If you ever come to my boot camp, we're going to be squatting up and down my street, all right? And it's going to get very tiring very quickly, but the body will adapt. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like, okay? Lunge mechanics, just like the squat. The torso remains upright, okay? We're never slumped over. I'm creating a 90-degree angle with that front leg, and I'm using my glute to bring myself up and propel myself forward. So I'm here with it, here, 90 degrees, up, walking over to the next one, up, walking over. All right, I'll come back. Okay. Walking forward. Okay, however you have to do it. I like to use my arms for balance. Here. Here. All right. You do these enough times.
You know, again, it was I lost a little bit of
Okay,
connection.
no problem. Okay, you're going to come down. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Create a 90-degree angle. Bring this in. Always keep your abs tight. And rotate. Okay? Stay on that heel. Bring it down. Turn around. And you want to cover as much distance as you want. I tend to do these for 200 feet. Okay? And what it does is, it really helps but it will build the tensor fascia lata muscle, which is that nice indentation right here, which is a hip flexor muscle, okay? These walking lunges will help you burn fat, because as you can see, I did about 4 steps, and my heart rate is like that quick. Anytime you do a compound exercise, be it bench press, walking lunges, squats, pull-ups, okay, you're burning so much fat, because it takes energy to get you from here, from up and down. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to watch Angela do the walking lunge.
lunges?
Yes. Okay. All right,
Let's
so
see if I can remember.
yes. Good. Okay. Good.
Wait,
Angela.
are these
Okay.
supposed to be barefoot or?
Yeah, you can do them barefoot, but you know what I like to see, Angela? Because like you, I kind of wobbled. Just use your arms. So
Okay.
opposite leg. Okay, and you make sure you're pushing through your heels. Good.
Yeah, the
Okay,
arms
now,
held.
yep, now I want you to stop when you go down. Stop. Okay? Angela's on her heel here. Go ahead and drop a little bit more. Yes. Boom. She's coming up, taking the next step. Okay? Good. Good. Okay, come on
Down
back
there.
for us. Yep. That's very good, Angela.
Get down there.
Good.
Yeah.
Balance. Big mark.
Opposite arm. Okay, left arm up.
Left arm
Okay,
up.
now right arm up. There you go.
Yeah, opposite.
Yes. And Angela's going to take, she's going to make sure that as she does these, and don't get me wrong, our space is a little tight, she's going to try her best to keep the torso up, because when she folds over, it's like using momentum to pop up, and we don't want to use the momentum. We really want to cut off her torso and just use her waist. So she's going to remain upright and drive through that leg, come up every time. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. This is how you build a booty. Walking lunges. You build the thigh and you do build some of that glute med. Yeah, get low. Good. Now, the wider you go with the walking lunge, I'll demonstrate with Angela. If Angela could stand right here, okay? The wider the legs are when she takes that step, because you can play with the distance. If Angela really wants to focus on building that glute, okay? Some people call it the shelf booty, okay? That's this thing right here. You can kind of flex it. This is all the glute med. It will. In about 1 week, 2 weeks. Okay? You want to build the glute med. We're going to go further with our step. If I want to build the quad, I'm going to go shorter with the step.
Okay.
Okay? So different ranges of motion will impact different parts of the leg. So if Angela's like, this week, I'm just building the booty, y'all. Her steps are going to be, hope I don't slip, super wide. Okay? Wide. Okay? If she goes, I'm just working on my quads, it's going to be a little closer. Okay? But the same mechanics apply. On the heel, core is tight, torso upright. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Okay, now, Angela,
You
did
do
you have
a wide one?
Yes, I want to
Okay.
see you do a wide one. Yes. Okay? Now hold it. When she does the wide one, sorry, Angela, this is what she's building here. Okay? Good. This is what she's building. The gluteus medius. Okay? She's going to come back.
Gotta get my arms right.
Okay? That wide, right there. Good. Good job. Now, if you don't believe me, that was excellent, Angela. Not don't believe me, but I want to kind of illustrate. We look at the physiques of a lot of professional bodybuilders, not just use women. I think they're fantastic. Professional bodybuilders, if you didn't know, they can squat some serious, serious weight. I mean, they go heavy. But it's very rare that you're going to find a professional female bodybuilder with really developed glutes. Okay? Thighs are huge, but the glutes tend to be, all right? Because of the way they train, okay?
Now, is that on purpose, or it
I
might be
mean-
for their personal preference?
Well, I know that with competing, and again, I've never competed, but I have gone to a few shows, and it's my understanding that glutes should be well developed, but they cannot overpower the physique. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, shows are won from the back. The back is everything, and you got to have a great set of legs. The butt is not necessarily going to make or break things, but don't get me wrong. Some people need to develop their glutes. And some people, depending on their physiques, they're told, do not train your glutes anymore.
Because they will get
They're
too
big
big.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, and a lot of that's genetic. Some people just have more.
Yeah.
And the glutes are our biggest muscle on our body. Okay? Or strongest, or whatever. So that's that. So now I'm going to have Angela demonstrate quads, walking lunges that focus on the quads.
Okay.
So instead of stepping wide, she's going to cut it short, but her mechanics will still be on point.
Okay. So,
Yes, good. She's still on the heel. Excellent. You should feel that more on the quad.
yes.
See? Good, Angela. Come on back, and then we're going to do some, good. Keep the torso nice and high. Uh-huh. You see the difference?
Yeah.
Good. You can open up just a little more. That's it, Angela. Good. Excellent. And as you can see, you can do this stuff at home. You can do it in your backyard for boot camp, because our groups are so big most of the time. We go ahead and we walk around. We're on the street with it, okay? And everybody just one after the other, and it's a great, great exercise. And it would also help you burn some fat, because it takes calories, it takes power to get you up and out of these movements. Okay, really quickly, we're going to do a finisher, okay? A sculpting exercise for the glutes. Okay, we did a lot of stuff that focused on the quads and the thighs and all that. Now we're going to really focus on the glutes. We're going to do leg lifts. These are things you can do in the office, okay?
Yay.
Yes. So you can either touch the wall if you're allowed, leave fingerprints, or you can get a chair. But either way, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and touch the wall, okay? We're going to put our weight on our left foot. All right, and we're going to lift that leg. Squeeze it. Come on down without touching. Back up. Now, when we lift this leg up, we're not doing this. No, we're using all glutes. I was going to say all ass. We're using all, right? And what we're doing, Angela's doing like a flex foot, like Pilates. I don't want to see that, but we're going to flex it. Don't point it.
Oh, okay.
Because that's more calf, okay? We want to flex it. That's here. Okay, good. Good. Don't move that torso, Angela. There you go. Ah, good. You can do it. Right. Don't get any closer to that wall. Good. Okay. Let's do 3 more. The abs are tight. Good. Good. I should see a big bubble in your butt right now after you do enough of these. Right? Because blood is rushing into that muscle. Now we're going to take the left foot, cross it over to the right. Okay? Now we're going to really work the glute med now. Okay? Because this is the muscle and it's going to pop out. Okay? So let's go ahead and lift it. So this is an angle one. Flex that foot, Angela. Good. Were you like a ballet dancer before?
No.
No? Okay. Flex the foot, and you're going to see this thing pop out. That's the glute med. And that's how you get the shelf booty. Okay? But make sure you're not dipping down. You're here, you're letting the butt do the work. The final one, the donkey kick. Okay? 2 hands, you're going to create an L. Okay? Not here, not here. Okay? These legs are going to be parallel. Good. We're going to flex the foot. Click, kick out through keep that foot flexed. Through the heel. Yep. Good. Squeeze at the top. Squeeze, Angela. Squeeze. Don't bring it back down. Up, 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 up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Back down. Okay? Now, Angela, keep going. You're going to kick through. Push against my hand. Yes. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Yes, Hunty. Save me. Angela's like, I didn't come here, shit. Good job, Angela.
Oh, we right on time. So Prince Stubbs Curry is playing now. We're on next.
Sweet.
I need some water.
Yeah. I have extra.
Yo, this is like seriously like this is fun. This is what I needed.
Okay.
As a reminder.
Well, I'm glad you called me and you said, listen, let's go through some of this stuff because this wardrobe, I was like, oh my God, where's my workout gear?
No, I figure if you're
Smart,
gonna
Angela.
have because
Smart.
are we live on YouTube right now?